T intersection. Okay, let's go towards this door. More stairs, up and down. And, water. Mararsar does not like water. Is that something in the water? Is there an enemy down there? What is that noise? What in the world? Ah! What are you? Welcome back, everybody. This is the thejonnymar, and I am continuing with Marasar's journey through Daggerfall. We left off in this dungeon, seeking out an imp for the Mages Guild that apparently they lost, or it escaped, I guess. We got into this dungeon pretty deeply. Now, we've killed an imp, but I'm not sure if it's the imp we need. And we're kind of getting close to our limits here because there is lots of nasty stuff down there in that water. There are dreg, and there are also, it looks like, skeletons or zombies. We have a weird door effect here. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. That's a room or not. I couldn't tell. But I have a feeling we don't want to go down in that water because we're going to get absolutely decimated by all of those enemies. And Mararsar does not like water much to begin with. Another doorway? And I'm not... Oh man, they're casting spells at me. I'm not sure if those are actual doorways or not. Let's head around this area and see if there's actually anything in here. Okay, something opened that door. Let's close it and run across this little plank. And it is an empty room. So what opened the door? Did those skeletons open it from below us? Or the dreg? Or the drog, or however it's pronounced? Well, it looks like this is basically a useless room. Unless that other door in the wall at the other end of the room was something, but I think we're done in here. Marasar is sufficiently freaked out by the enemies he's encountered, and he's decided we're going to assume the imp we killed previously in the last episode is the imp we needed, and if not, well, the Mages Guild can stick it. I think we need to head up to get out of this dungeon. So we're going to do some backtracking here. Past these corpses. That's a good sign, right? That tells us we've been this way before. Or I guess maybe something else killed all of these monsters. And I think it was this way, right? I'm losing track of where we are in this dungeon. It's been a little while since I recorded the previous episode, so it's hard for me to remember exactly where everything was. But I think this is the way back to the dungeon entrance. Should be kind of some weird intersecting hallways up here at some weird angles, and then we should see the exit. And then I'll do some inventory management and we'll head back to Wayrest. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I threw all my stuff into my wagon, and now we're gonna get out of here. I feel like I'm being watched by who? Huh. Probably the wind, right? The wind with eyes. Let's head back to Wayrest. We need to sell off our loot, and then we need to have the moment of truth where we basically head back to the Mages Guild and see if that was indeed the imp that we were being sent for. We didn't get any sort of message saying it was, but oh well. I was tired of that dungeon. Lots of skill increases. I'm not sure where we came back to in Wayrest. Seems like it's a eastern or a western entrance. Seems like this is the eastern entrance, so we have a little bit of traveling to do. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so we're back at the Mages Guild after selling off all of my crud and loot. Made quite a bit of money. And then this guy here is the one we got the quest from. So it looks like that was indeed the imp we were being sent for. So our only reward was a boost in reputation with the Mages Guild. Maybe if we keep doing that and possibly increasing our magical skills, it'll allow us to eventually join the Mages Guild. But interestingly, when I was doing my inventory management, I noticed I had a different letter in my inventory. Now, I'm not sure if I just accidentally clicked through the courier dropping this letter off to us, or if it just bugged out and ended up in our inventory. But it looks like the Prince of Sentinel sent us a letter asking to meet with us about King Lysandus. So, we did note in a previous episode that Mararsar was pretty leery about continuing with any sort of royalty, but he hasn't dealt with the Sentinel royalty before. And he's on fairly good terms with the Wayrest royalty. It's just the Daggerfall royalty that he's not really feeling good about. So I guess maybe we'll head to Sentinel and see what's going on there. Plus it'll be a chance to see a little bit of a different architecture and style of... Oh no. Why did I talk to you? Well, I guess we're going to do another quick quest before we do that. He is in a love triangle, apparently, and now he is having to do something with a duel associated with the other person. I guess we'll help you out. If it'll help with our reputation with the Mages Guild. Okay, we can find him in the Mages Guild. Do you mean the Mages Guild right here? Like this building? And we're going to be impersonating you, right? So we have to kill him as you, and then you'll take the credit but give us money. Interesting. What does your letter say that you gave us? You answer the challenge. I call the place, and we are going to do it right here and right now. Refusing to meet is sacrifice honor. Uh-huh. Well, I would rather sacrifice honor than my life, personally, but whatever. So, what was the person's name again? And apparently they're in this Mages Guild somewhere. Let's check our logbook. Find Agrin Woodham in the Mages Guild. For Alabinic Greenwing. Alright, well, let's ask around and... Wait a minute, is that the same person that was there before? The Yemencroft residence. Really? So you're doing the exact same thing. You hired a mercenary to impersonate you to take on the impersonated mercenary for the other person. What a twist. Well, I assume that place is here in Wayrest somewhere, so we'll have to figure out where... Oh my goodness. Magical arts of teleportation. But we're going to have to figure out where it is, so let's head outside and I guess talk to some people and see if they'll tell us where that residence is. Alright, hey, can you tell me where the Yemencroft residence is? Northeast. Okay, thank you for marking it on my map. That actually does make it pretty easy. So when you say northeast, do you mean like a building or two, or do you mean like all the way on the other side of town? You mean all the way on the other side of town, don't you? We're gonna have to go all the way across town. Well, it's not in the upper corner. Ah, there it is. Alright, well, I have traversed the town, and we are standing outside of this residence where we need to engage in this duel. And the door is totally not going to be locked, and we are totally going to be able to go in there and do this duel. Ah, the door is locked. Of course it is. And what are the chances I can actually pick the lock? Daggerfall! What? What happened to the music? I guess it switched over to the night music. Well, I guess we have to break through the door. And I suppose that means we're going to have a bounty now from the guards. Because we just broke into a house, and when you break through a door in a town, generally the guards come after you. Uh-huh. Well, I'm assuming you're the spell sword. Alright. So, we as the imposter slain the other imposter, and now we need to return. Let them know that honor has been restored. Halt! And yes, of course, halt. We're gonna have to run away from these guards, because we do not want to get arrested and spend time in jail. There is a jail system in this game. There's even a court system, but I have no interest in showing that right now. So we're going to have to make a beeline for the Mages Guild, which is going to be shut, so we're actually going to have to stay at an inn overnight until the Mages Guild opens. So I will do that, and I will meet you over at the Mages Guild. Alright, so I stayed at an inn, and now we're back at the Mages Guild. And it's locked. No, I'm not going to break through this door. Let's just loiter and hope that no guards sneak up on us and incarcerate us. 1 hour? Is that enough time? Or is it going to be 11 o'clock that you open? It's going to be 11. Alright, well, then we'll loiter for another hour. We're so sneaky that we're totally not going to get noticed here. Just standing out in broad daylight. Or maybe the guards don't care anymore. Alright, well, we did another thing for you. Your honor has been restored. And you used your magic to take away our options at the bottom of the screen, but you also gave us some money. And hopefully a reputation boost. Now give us back our normal options so that we can get the heck out of here and head to Sentinel. Yes, yes, have fun with your friend. We're done with these Mages Guild frivolous quests. Let's get out of here and head to the Kingdom of Sentinel for the first time. Then we will have been to all 3 of the major kingdoms in this area. Alright, so Sentinel is down in the southwest area of the map, right on the coast here. And then we need to find Sentinel proper, the capital of Sentinel. And it's probably going to be quite the trip. Yeah. So if we travel cautiously by ship, 24 versus 3 days? 21 days if we stay at inns. Alright, we'll do that. That's not too bad. And we'll get to see the unique architecture and background of Sentinel. Actually, I like Sentinel quite a bit. I'm hoping that someday they do an Elder Scrolls game in Sentinel, or in this area. A game that focuses on the Redguard and kind of their homeland of Hammerfell, that isn't Redguard Adventures, which is a terrible game. Would be cool. Although I also want to see a game in one of the other areas that hasn't been explored, like Blackmarsh or Valenwood or Somerset Isles, that isn't Elder Scrolls Online. But you'll notice that the buildings are aligned quite interestingly versus some of the other towns we've been to. And the castle, unlike the other capitals we've been to, is not at the upper north, kind of right in the middle of town. Rather, it's at the absolute center of town. So you'll notice there's this huge open area, and then here is the castle. So let's head on over there then. And it's going to be quite a trek. So here we are at the castle. Certainly a very interesting style with its dome and its peaks here on the edges. And the throne room is actually in a very interesting place as well, but we're not interested in going to the throne room because the prince that we want is not in the throne room. Just the queen is, and another prince is in there actually. So we want to find the prince that sent us the letter. And if we learn anything from this game, you all must be very powerful wizards to be able to phase through steps like that. It's that princes like to just sit on the ground or on tables. So that's what we're going to look for. Hello, Mr. Guard. So if we have business with the Queen, pass through the door at the back of the hall. Yeah, it takes quite a ways to actually get to the Queen. You have to go through a couple of different hallways, up an elevator, and then up some stairs. But we need to talk to the Prince. So there are a couple of options here. That's the one sitting down. So if we're going on House Seth's rules, then you are the Prince. And we're correct. Yes, we received your letter. What do you want us to do for you? Of course we have to scratch your back, and then hopefully you will, in kind, scratch ours, and not just completely screw us over. So what is this task you need us to do? You had an older brother named Dasham, and the name is actually randomly generated. I've seen a few others, because the woman sitting next to him actually crashes the game if you try to talk to her. So do not talk to her, at least not after activating this quest. But he doesn't know what happened to his brother. Some say he was kidnapped by the Underking, but he wants us to find out what happened to him. So I guess we're going to have to try to figure that out. Supposedly kidnapped by the Underking. So I guess maybe we should ask around and maybe head back to Scourge Barrow and talk to the Underking himself. He owes us a favor, right? Or maybe not. But we'll do that in my next episode. We'll start on this quest and see if we can figure out where this prince is. So as always, viewers, thank you for watching and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. We'll end off here staring out at the beautiful landscape of Sentinel. And I'll see you all next time as we continue on with this quest. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.